بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good morning and assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope that you all are well and waiting for today's class. We are having our English language class today, and I am very happy to say that we are going to start the new topic today, that is chapter number 12, that is on page number 57, transitive and intransitive words. And this topic is going to proceed with the same topic we had been discussed in our physical class, word introduction. So I am going to start the chapter of transitive and intransitive verb from the previous one by recalling, giving the review of the topic verb. Actually, what is the verb? What we had been discussed in that chapter, that any action that we are performing is being termed as a verb. Okay, like eating, standing, walking, watching, any action which we are being performed, that is being termed as our verb. Then we had discussed that although the action is performing, but it must be prescribed by the time. The action has been done in the past time, the present time, or we're going to perform in the future time. When we are showing the actions, we must know the timings of the action being performed. What is past? Past is our yesterday. What is the present? It's our today. And what is the future? It's our tomorrow. Fine, that is all we had been discussed related with the verb. Today we are going to discuss something interesting about the verbs, what are transitive and intransitive verbs, depending upon its usage, not individually but in a sentence. When we are using the verb in a sentence, if I am say eating, running, walking, it is just a verb. How do we use it in a sentence? So you must know what is the sentence and what are the parts of a sentence. A sentence must contain a subject, a verb, and an object. Now, what is the subject? Subject is the one who is performing the action. Okay? Our sentence is based on the action. Subject, who is performing the action. And what is an object? On which the action is being performed. Okay, so these are the two important parts of the sentence, but they are being followed by which thing? The verb. Okay, so on the basis of the usage of the verb in a sentence, we have been divided the verb into the transitive and the intransitive verbs. Okay, so what are the transitive verbs? That needs an object to show its meanings in a sentence. That always needs an object to show its meanings in a sentence. For example, I have mentioned the example, she eats an apple. Who is she here? She is a subject. And which sort of the action she is performing? Eat. She is eating. And what is she eating? What is an object on which the action is being performed? She is eating an apple. So we can say that this sentence, this verb is a transitive verb as it has a verb along with an object with it. What is the action? And on which the action is being performed, it's clearly mentioned in the sentence. Okay? But as far as the intransitive verb is being concerned, these verbs does not require an object to show their meanings in a sentence. You see, I have used the same verb over here as well. She eats quickly. Quickly over here is not an object, we are not getting the knowledge by reading this sentence what she is eating, but we are only knowing that she is eating, what is the action that subject is performing and how the action is being performed. She is eating quickly. That is another thing, an adverb we will discuss later in the class. But this sentence is not having an object. So this sort of the explanation of the verb which does not need an object to show its meanings, at that time we call it as an intransitive verb. Right? We are having another examples. They move the bed. They are having a bed, and what did they do? They move it apart. So they are the subjects who are performing the action. What is the action? Moving. They move. And what is an object? What did they move? They move the bed. Okay? This sentence is giving complete information that on which the action is being performed and who are performing the actions. So they are under the heading of intransitive verb. Then I have used the same example giving different meanings. But whatever the meaning is showing by the verb over here, it does not need an object to show its meaning. Fine? They move aimlessly. Over here, they are the subjects. They are moving. At that time means they are wandering here and there. Moving aimlessly actually means that they, the crowd, they are moving aimlessly here and there. So over here, the same word is showing the different meaning, that they are themselves moving without any purpose, aimlessly. Where they are moving, why they are moving, nothing is mentioned, only how they are moving. And this sentence, this verb needs only such information to complete its meanings. Okay, so these types of the examples, this sort of the verbs, this sort of the meanings that could define their meanings properly, the verbs that could define their meanings properly without involvement of an object, we are being termed them as an intransitive verbs, and the verbs which need the proper object to show its meanings. So that type of the verbs are called as transitive verbs. We are having another example. He smiled on a joke. The boy smiled, the man smiled, he smiled. The action is a smile, and on which, for what they are smiling? He is smiling on a joke. Fine, but over here the same verb, the same action has been used, but it does not showing any object with it. He smiled beautifully. In this sentence, the verb is showing its meaning without the usage of the object. Alright? So that's how we have been described the transitive and intransitive verbs. When we go through their explanation more, then we are having some complement, subject complement and object complement in the transitive verbs. Then we will discuss that part of the topic inshallah in the next class. But right now just keep those things in mind that the transitive verbs in a sentence always involves an object, and in intransitive verb it never involves an object in a sentence in any way. Okay? And in your lower classes, in class 5th, you people have been discussed active and passive voices. Okay, so always remember that the transitive verbs who are being defined with a proper subject and an object can be changed into the passive forms only, while the intransitive verbs we could not change those sentences into the passive forms. Okay, as she eats an apple. Apple is being eaten by her. In that way we can change the passive voices by changing their positions from subject to object, but in that case, in an intransitive verb we could not change into the passive forms as we are not having the object with it. Alright, I hope you understand this topic well, and as your homework is being concerned, you have been given with the definitions to do. How you will do? You will first make the title page of this topic in a neat and clean manner by using the black pointer or the black marker, and do not use the colored pen and the colored pointers, anything else. Make the title page first and write down the page number on that page. After that, in the homework folder you have been given with the definitions. Copy the definitions by writing the headings with a black pen and the definition and examples with a blue pen. Here I would like to clear you one thing, students, that if you understand the topic well, so you can write the examples by your own self, or you can write more examples. As we have given in the folder just one example related with the definition, you can write your own examples or more than one. Okay, when I will receive the copy, so that I get to know that how much have you understood and how much you can write by yourself. Okay, do the work in a neat and clean manner. I am just giving you the overview of this topic once again. What we had discussed the transitive and intransitive verb. What is the verb and action which we are performing. Okay, but how do we use it in a sentence? When we are talking about a sentence, we have the proper parts of a sentence: the subject who is performing the action, the verb, the action, and the object on which the action is being performed. Okay, on the basis of the usage of an object, we have been divided the verb on into two parts, the two kinds, transitive and intransitive verbs. Those verbs which needs an object to show its meanings, that are called as the transitive verbs, and those verbs which does not needs an object to show its meanings, means that they are showing their meanings without using an object. Okay, so both are correct, both are fine, but depending upon the sense, depending upon the condition, and depending upon the idea of our conversation, that what is our idea, what sort of the information we want to deliver. So on that basis we use either the transitive verbs or the intransitive verbs. This type of the sentences are showing the complete information, and this type of the sentences are not showing well complete information, but still they are fine because they are not showing on which the action is being performed, but they are showing something else, that how the action is being performed. Okay, they are defining their quality of the verb. Okay, that is all related with our today's explanation and your homework. Do the work in a neat and clean manner. Those students who have not submitted their copies, try to complete your work as soon as possible and submit your copies, so that we can check and we can tell you if you have done something wrong. Okay, go through the topic. I have given you to read the chapter, 2 pages of the chapter, because in the next class we will do the exercise. So if you are well aware with the explanation and whatever we have been done, we have been explained in our topic, so you can do the exercises very easily. Make the index, make the headers before starting the word. Okay, that is all related with our today's class. We'll meet again inshallah in the next class by proceeding the same topic. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.